Great. Well, my name's Aspen. We haven't met yet. Nice to have you guys here. And we can start on our backs today. So just lay down, your feet long. Just finding a really comfortable place. Gently closing the eyes. Just noticing how you're feeling this morning. Noticing your breath. Noticing the beat of your heart. And beginning to deepen your breath. Finding more depth with each breath. Maybe slowing down each cycle of breath. So breathe in, drawing more air deep into your lower belly, fully expanding your ribs, your diaphragm. And exhale, releasing fully. You have about 5 breaths here at your own pace. If you'd like, I invite you to set an intention for your practice today. Maybe a simple word or phrase, just to be present. If you find your mind wandering during your practice, just coming back to your breath. Breathing through your nose for as much of the practice as you can today. And slowly drawing your knees into your chest, finding everything really tight. Lower out side to side. And setting up for our half happy baby. We're going to bring both feet to the mat. And then draw your right knee in towards your armpit. And releasing your right foot towards the sky. And grow onto the outer edge of your right foot. And with your left knee bent, find a little bit of balancing through your hips. Allow your left knee to fall towards the left. Try and mess around. Seeing where you can find a little bit more opening here. Notice any place you're holding on to or tension. Releasing your grip on the right foot, coming up to the right knee, hugging it into your chest, lengthening the left leg long. Drawing your right knee over your left side for your supine twist. Extending your right arm out into the maybe using your left hand to just leverage your right knee over a little further. Slowly coming back to center, hugging both knees in tight. Again. And then dropping your right foot to the mat. Opening for half happy baby on the left side. Touching the outer edge of your left foot. Allowing your right knee to just gently rock open. Keeping with those deep belly breaths. Releasing your grip on the left foot, drawing your left knee to your chest. Lengthening through the right leg. Drawing your left knee over your right side for supine twist. Extending your left arm out to the left. Back to center. Hugging both knees in tight. Get a little rock side to side. And grabbing just behind the knees. Begin to rock along the length of your spine. Forward and back a few times. And then coming to a seated position. Now lengthen through the left leg and bring the right foot towards the hand thigh. From here you can take either variation you like. You can either square your hips towards your left foot And then just slowly walk forward as far as comfortable. Or you can kind of take more of a side bend. Whichever way feels better for you today. Since we all chose the side bend, let's just take a moment to square hips towards the front of the room, shoulders to the front. And then you can take a few different grips. If you can touch your toes or pat, you can cross your hands or cross them around your feet. Coming back up to seated. Planting your right foot on the outer edge of your left thigh. You can either hug your knee in tight with your left arm, or you can bring your elbow to the outer edge of your thigh. Remember your right palm behind us. Really lift up, lengthen through the spine. And twist. Inhale, find a little more length. Each exhale, twisting just a little further. Slowly unraveling, twisting your right leg to meet your left, take a little wiggle of the knees. And shifting into the other side, so bring your left knee in, your left foot in. And starting with the same variation we did on the other side. So we were taking a forward fold, squaring your shoulders, or opening up through the left shoulder. Taking the opposite variation, squaring your shoulders towards your foot. planting your left foot on the outer edge of the right thigh. And either hugging in or placing elbow on the outer edge of the left thigh. Left palm acting as a second spine, really tall. And then twist. All the way back to center. This time crossing your legs, make your way over into a tabletop. Wrists stacked under your shoulders, knees stacked under hips. We take a few cat and cows here. So your inhale, belly drops. Exhale, spine rounds. Moving at your own pace. Going back to a neutral spine. And take a few fluid movements here. So lifting your right palm towards the sky. You're going to open up. And then thread the right palm underneath the left arm. And then we're going to open up once again. So we're going to move with our breath as we inhale, rise it up. Exhale, thread. Inhale, rise. Exhale, thread. Inhale, rise. Exhale, this time threading through and pausing here. Extending your left palm out.
Just crossing right there, so someone could help me now. They help me. Help me to see you through all the hard things we all do. Life is long, so you won't be wrong. Being afraid, being online.
Slowly coming back up, using your left palm, push back into tabletop. And taking the same creation on the other side. Inhale, left palm right. Exhale, thread. Inhale, right side. Exhale, thread. Inhale, rise. Exhale, thread. This time pausing here at the bottom. Extending your right palm.
I swear, so sorry. someone to see now and then see you. They'll see you, see you through. All the hard things keep on. Life is long, so you couldn't be wrong.
Using your right palm to come back to tabletop. This time curling your toes under and making your way into downward dog. Just walking your dog out here, bending one leg, straightening the other, some deep knee bends. Doing whatever you need. Feel the hamstrings open up a little. I'm going to shift forward into high plank. And lower your knees all the way to the mat. Lower your upper body all the way down. We're going to take an inhale, slight cobra. Exhale, release. Bring your palms wide, tenting your fingertips, elbows towards the sky. Gluing the tops of your feet down. We're going to inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. Taking a few shoulder taps as we inhale, right. Exhale, left shoulder drops. Inhale, rise up. Right shoulder. Inhale, rise. Make sure your elbows are really pointed toward the sky. Yeah, there you go. Left. Inhale, rise. One more to the right. Inhale, rise. Back to center. This time, bringing your palm behind you, interlacing your fingers, and releasing your pointer fingers. As you inhale, drawing your chest up, pointing towards the back of the room. And exhale, release. Keeping the grip in your hands. We do it one more time. Inhale, rise up. This time, bring your legs with you. A little higher. And exhale, releasing everything down. Palms under shoulders, shifting back through your tabletop into your downward dog. And moving through a full flow. So we inhale forward, high plank. Exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. And at the modified flow, doing chaturanga from your knees is always there. We take one more of those. Inhale, forward, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look in between your hands and step towards the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way to standing, reaching tall overhead. Exhale, palms to heart center. A deep inhale. And big exhale. Inhale, palms rise, reaching tall. Exhale, fold and forward. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back in the high plank. Moving through a flow, maybe taking a modified. As we're lowering down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Modeling here, lifting your right leg high. Then opening up through the right hip. Kind of fire hydrant kind of pose. Drawing your right foot heel towards your bum. And then checking in with your shoulders. Are they equal in distribution? Give equal weight in both hands. Inhale a little bit heavier. And going all the way back to center. Drawing your right knee into your chest. Planting your right foot between your hands. Dropping your left knee down. Coming into your low lunge. Reaching palms towards the sky. Dropping your left hand to the mat, opening up your right towards the sky. Framing your front foot and stepping back into downward dog. Moving through a flow as you inhale, high plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Looking between your hands, step towards the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way to standing, reaching tall. Exhale, palms to heart center. Deep inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, palms rise. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, planting your hands, stepping back into downward dog. Step left, foot rises, and opening up your left hip towards the left side, dropping your left heel towards your bum. And then equalizing the weight in your shoulders and your hands. You can make your left heel a little heavier. Drawing your left knee back to center, into your chest, and planting your left foot between your hands, dropping your right knee. Low lunge. Maybe practicing the arms here. And planting your right foot, no, your right hand, and opening up. Releasing your right hand to the mat, stepping back into downward dog. Move through one more flow here. High plank, lowering down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down. Looking between your hands, step towards the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to standing, reaching tall. Exhale, palms to heart center. And deep inhale here. Technical difficulties. And then reaching towards the sky, folding forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Planting your hands, stepping back into downward dog. Lifting your right leg high. And planting your right foot between your hands. Dropping your left knee to the mat. This time, bringing both palms inside the right knee. And walking your right foot a little wider. We're gonna start just keeping your toes towards the front of the mat. Just feel that kind of opening through your hips. And then when you feel settled here, you can turn your toes to about 3 o'clock. Now just stay upright, or you can work your way down to your elbows. If you're on your elbows, you can stack your fists on top of one another to rest your forehead. If you'd like. And just a few more breaths here. And walking your right foot back in line with your right hip. And shifting your hips back into half splits. Drawing your right toes towards your face here. Slowly bending back into the right knee. Curling your left toes under, lifting your left knee, and planting your hands just ahead of your right foot. We're going to launch up into a standing splits. If you want to make this more of a balanced pose, you can walk your hands towards your ankle and grab on. Wherever you are, just lifting your left leg a little bit higher. And planting your left foot to meet your right. And then widening your stance so your feet are mat width distance apart and taking a forward fold. You're grabbing onto either elbow. And taking as much bend through the knees as you need. Throwing your head to hang really heavy. Releasing your grip, walking your feet back to hip width distance. Taking an inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way to standing, reach your top. Exhale, palms to heart center. Taking a deep inhale. And a big exhale. Inhale, palms rise. This time just shifting back into your chair pose. We won't be long here. Dropping your hips really deep, lifting your heart. And then folding forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Planting your hands, stepping back in a high plank. Moving through a flow. Pausing, downward dog. Take a deep inhale. Big sigh, exhale. Inhale, left leg comes high. Planting your left foot between your hands. Right knee to the mat. And shifting both hands inside the left foot. Opening up. Getting settled here in your hips, and then maybe turning your toes to about 10 o'clock. If you work down your elbows, then maybe do so on this side. Can't quite get there. Hip flexor injuries. Just 2 more deep breaths here. Walking back up. Left foot comes in line with the left hip and shifting your hips back in the half splits. Drawing left toes towards your face. Slowly bending into the left knee. Curling your right toes under, lifting your right knee, and coming into your standing split. Your right leg just a little higher. And planting your right foot to meet your left. Shifting your feet to mat width distance apart. This time turning your toes out to 10 and 2 and sitting into your yogi squat. Your palms to center. Work on drawing your heart towards your palms. Slowly releasing, extending your hips towards the sky, wiggling your legs out a little bit. And planting your hands, stepping back into downward dog. Bending your knees really deep, shifting your hips towards the sky. We're moving through just one more flow here. Forward to high plank, lowering down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. And bring your knees to the mat. I'm shifting to deer pose, it's called. So shifting onto your palms. You're gonna first bring your left shin is parallel with the front edge of your mat. And then your right knee will kind of have a 90-degree angle coming straight up from your hip. So you can kind of widen your stance a bit. Yeah. So from here, you can take a few variations. So if you want more of an opening through your hip, you can just lean back and kind of feel where that might feel good. More of like a high quad stretch. Or you can bring it forward. And that's going to come into the left side. Kind of like a modified version of pigeon. Taking just a few more breaths here, see where you can release a little more tension you might be holding on to. Slowly walking your hands back up to seated. Shifting both feet to mat width distance apart, just taking a few gentle windshield wipers. We can set up on the other side. This time right shin parallel with the front edge of your mat. Left quad kind of be parallel. Then flexing through the right toes to keep your knee protected there. Sorry. You were doing it right. I think maybe. You'll know once you get into it. Right. up from here, you can kind of feel out the little stretch through your left hip. And maybe walk your hands forward. Just a few more breaths here. Slowly walking your hands back up. Taking a few windshield wipers on this side. Pausing in the center. Leave our feet hip width distance apart. We're going to move onto our backs for a bridge pose. So bringing your heels in where they can just brush your fingertips. And planting your palms firmly in the mat. Your next inhale, lifting your hips high. You can either stay right here, or you can start to drop your shoulders, walking them underneath your body. And then interlace your fingers underneath your bum. If you are keeping the active engagement to your inner thighs, pretending you have a block or something in between your knees that you're holding on to. You can open your hips and your heart just a little bit more. Take a few more breaths here. Slowly releasing your grip. Lowering your spine one vertebrae at a time, really slowly. And just taking a quick little happy baby to end here. Taking a little wiggle of the hips. Then when you feel ready, Making your way down into your final Shavasana. Letting everything release. Doing a very gentle body scan. Noticing if you're holding on to any muscles. Just letting everything melt into the mat. Allow your breath to just return to a natural rhythm. Trying to slowly bring some awareness back into your fingers and toes. Feeling a little in your own time, making your way onto your right side into gentle fetal position. Resting your head on your bicep. Just taking a moment for some deep gratitude for yourself here. When you feel ready, you can push into your left palm, coming up to a seated position, just to close our practice together. Keep your eyes closed or downcast, and palms at heart center. Thank each of you for coming here today and sharing your morning with me and each of us in this room. You have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you. Thank you guys.